Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor, and this is week 7 of our 50 words per week. This is our vocabulary building playlist to where all of you guys in a certain amount of weeks will know all A1 level words. Now, it takes a lot of time, but also a lot of dedication from your end. Of course, I'll always deliver with the words, but it's on you to practice these words week to week, which you can do on Be Fluent. With the first link in the description, you will see the set for today. You add it to your vocabulary and then you practice it every single day with our exercises that will help you retain these words for a long time with different exercises like translations, pictures, audios, all of that. First link is for you. All right, today we have 50 words, and all words will be describing people, professions, or some other things. So only nouns for today and only nouns that describe people. First one is народ. Народ means people, crowd, or nation. Народ, it's something that is like a cumulative unit of people. Народ. Next is ребята. Ребята means guys, and ребята more like folks. And this word ребята can be used for guys, like actually men, guys, but also for a mixed group of people, guys and girls. Okay, ребята. But it's also, ребята is a bit closer to being a masculine word, like calling guys, versus girls. Okay, so ребята is almost like the most precise translation of guys in Russian too. Next word is brat. Brat is brother. Brat. Now, brat is different from brat. Brat is to take, brat is brother. The difference is in the very last t. Brat. More like a doll, not even almost heard sometimes, letter t. Brat. That's brother. Now, brat is to take. Now, this t versus t difference, you have to master it, you have to get it, but brat is brother. That's the word for today. Next is сестра. Сестра is a sister. Сестра. And in Russian, we've talked about this before, vowels are very important. And in this word, сестра is I stressed, the very last I stressed. So drag it out a bit. Open your mouth more. Don't just say сестра, сестра. No, that's not gonna work. Сестра. Open the mouth for ah, сестра. Vowels are very important for the Russian language. We have to enunciate them or sometimes even exaggerate them for our pronunciation drills for us to say them properly in the conversation. Сестра. Next we have дядя. Дядя is uncle. Дядя. We also can call дядя a stranger on the street. You can hear moms telling their children, look at this дядя walking past. Even though it's not their uncle, it's like a young man, дядя, okay? And typically, you would call strangers дядя only if you're a little kid. Not, of course, if you're a grown person. Calling somebody your uncle is not going to be good. Дядя. And that just goes to show how we treat strangers in Russia. And I think this is something from the Soviet Union where it used to be all like a collective unit. Everybody was together. And so дядя was used a whole lot to describe, strangers. Then we have дедушка. Дедушка is grandfather. Дедушка. Short is дед. Can be used as well, дед. Дедушка is a longer one more, like I guess fuller word. Дедушка. Similar, бабушка. Бабушка is a grandma. Of course, you might have heard this word бабушка, but make sure that you stress бабушка, not бабушка, like I hear a whole lot of people say it in the Western world, but бабушка. The very first I stressed, not бабушка. Next we have родитель. Родитель is a parent, one parent, родитель. You almost will never see this in the singular form. Most likely you will see it in a plural form, родители. Then we have гражданин for citizen male, гражданин, and гражданка, citizen female, гражданка. You might see these two words in Soviet movies, гражданин and гражданка. You could hear people refer to strangers as гражданин and гражданка, but not so much anymore. Maybe somebody from that time can still call strangers гражданин, гражданка, but younger people won't do that. It's almost like a term that is leaving, and instead гражданка is used for actually a citizen of a country of some sort. Next word is artist. Artist is an artist. Artist. And typically artist is referring to like an actor, most likely artist, or a musician, artist. Not so much like a painter, not really. Sometimes we can still, but it's not automatically assumed by the masses. Okay, so artist. Next we have водитель. Водитель is a driver. Водитель. Now, a lot of words for today will be jobs or professions, and almost all of them will be in masculine form. Now, it doesn't mean that it can be only used for men. It can also be used for females too. A lot of Russian professions will have a masculine form for the profession itself, but it can be used for both genders. It's just the way we do it. Sometimes the words change from masculine to feminine, but sometimes they won't. Like, for example, водитель, driver. It is possible for a lady to be a driver as well. And so we call her водитель. We will not change this word based on her gender. This one because I guess водитель is mostly men, right? The drivers are mostly men. That's why it doesn't have a very popular word for the feminine part of it. Unlike with this word, учитель. Учитель is a teacher. Masculine form can be referring to guys, ladies, doesn't matter. Учитель, teacher. But because it's common for teachers to be females, we have this word учительница. Учительница is a female teacher, okay? And it's used very, very common in our speech. And so depending on the profession, you might have a feminine form of it or you may not. Like with this one, like I said, учитель is common for a teacher to be a lady. That's why we have this word учительница. I hope that's clear. That's kind of how we treat gender words in Russian. Next word is ученик. Ученик is a student, but ученик is a student in school or outside of university level. I just put it this way. It can be a student in a musical school. It can be a student in some like tennis, practice, So also ученик can be used for that. Ученик is a very wide term for a student, one who learns. Ученик. Next word we have милиционер. Милиционер means a policeman. Милиционер. We have gone through a change of милиция went to полиция. So now we have police. We used to have милиция, but now we have changed the term of our police to полиция to I think match like the rest of the world, okay? Полиция. That's why this word милиционер most likely will be starting to get used less and less and less. Милиционер. Next we have подруга. Подруга is a female friend. Подруга. We can refer to our girlfriends as well as подруга, but most likely it will be a female friend. Подруга. Пассажир. Пассажир is a passenger. Пассажир. Next. Полицейский. Now, полицейский is a policeman, and it's a common term right now. Полицейский. If you see a police guy on the street, call him полицейский. Next is иностранец. Иностранец means a foreigner. Иностранец. And funny thing, first three letters, ина means other. Стран means country. So it's a person from another country. Иностранец. Next is иностранка. Now, this is a female version of our foreigner. Okay, иностранка. Next, музыкант. Музыкант is a musician. We had музыка before, and now we have a word deriving from it, музыкант. Турист is a tourist. Турист. Актер is an actor. Актер. And this difference of actor and актер, this yo is stressed. That's why we have to drag out the yo, актер, like that. And it has a female or feminine word, feminine counterpart, актриса, actress. актриса. We're halfway through our 25 words for this week. Guys, if you want to learn in more intensive manner, join BeFluent Camp with the third link in the description. We start very soon. We have camps twice a year, and if you're watching this video almost as soon as it was released, then we have a camp coming up very soon. So click that third link, check out the time or the date that it starts, and learn with us. It's an intensive course where I will teach you something useful every single day for 8 weeks. Check it out with the third link in the description and learn Russian in an intensive manner and get to the next level of your Russian. Back to our words. Преподаватель. Преподаватель means an instructor or tutor. Преподаватель. Now, учитель, we had the word before, is more of a teacher, so it's more of a general term. Учитель is more like a calling that you have, учитель. But преподаватель is more academical. You're a tutor, you're a professor, преподаватель. You are teaching the class. Учитель is somebody who is a bit more, I guess, like I said, it's more like a calling that a person might have. Учитель. But this one, преподаватель, is used for different classes outside of school and university level stuff. Пожарный is a fireman. Пожарный. Then we have спортсмен. Спортсмен is an athlete. Спортсмен, I guess it's a derived word, or borrowed word, because men here probably refers to men, like a sportsman, right? So спортсмен is an athlete. Чемпион is a champion. Чемпион. Продавец is a seller or a cashier. Продавец. It can be also a seller. Let's say my company can be a seller of chairs. So I can be called продавец стульев. I'm a seller of chairs. Not only a person who sits behind a cashier register at a supermarket. Продавец. Now, продавщица is a saleswoman or a cashier as well. Продавщица, but this of course is a feminine word, so it would describe ladies. Продавщица. Европеец is a European. Европеец. Okay? Consul is a consul at an embassy. Consul. Пешеход, pedestrian. Пешеход. Кассир is a cashier. So it's a person who works behind a cashier register. Okay? Кассир. Now this one is only that. Кассир. Then we have молодой человек, young man. Молодой человек. Now this is referring to a guy who is not really a man, maybe yet, like maybe somewhere between 20 and 35. Молодой человек. Певица is a female singer. Певица. Male is певец. Певец. Next we have студент. Now, студент is a student in a university. Okay, студент. We don't really call student people going to school, like a regular high school, middle school, elementary school. No. Only university level or higher education places. Студент. Be careful. Don't say estudiant. Okay, like maybe a Spanish word, right? No, student. It starts with the letter S, no vowels before it. Student. Or студентка for feminine. Студентка. We have a feminine version as well. Next word is внук. Внук is grandson, внук, and внучка is granddaughter. Внучка. Okay? Вдова is a widow. Вдова, very similar in pronunciation with English. Widow, вдова. In Russian, we don't have this w and widow sound. We don't have that. You might even hear a Russian say vidov because we don't have this widow sound. We don't have that. That's why вдова is very similar. Or вдовец for widower. Вдовец. So now this one is a masculine version of it. Господин is Mr. Господин. And госпожа is madam or miss. Now, the difference in usage between Mr. and Miss versus господин and госпожа is that in English, we refer to other people by their last name a whole lot. In Russia, we don't really do that as much. And so this господин and госпожа would refer to Mr. and Miss when we introduce people on the international kind of platform. It can be a politician who we introduce as, let's say, господин Ivanov and госпожа Ivanova, right? Mr. Ivanov, Miss Ivanov, or Ivanova. It's when we have to talk about them in an international setting. most likely between Russians, you would refer to people as their first name and patronymic. We have other ways of referring to people formally. So господин and госпожа as two words are not really common in usage between Russians. Most likely you will hear this on the international scene. Okay? Then we have доктор for doctor, of course, доктор, автор for an author, автор, сосед for a neighbor. Сосед is a masculine word for neighbor, so it's a male neighbor, and соседка is a female neighbor, соседка. And that was it. That's our 50 words for today. Now, go ahead and practice them with this button right here. If you want a more intensive approach to Russian, then join our Be Fluent Camp with the third link in the description. It's more advanced, more intense compared to your own studies, or keep on watching our YouTube videos with this next one. It's up to you.